Humanity had waited for this moment for centuries. When the Velcherii arrived, they came not with weapons, but with gifts. Cures for disease. Energy solutions that made fossil fuels obsolete. Advances in space travel that could push humanity beyond their solar system. The world erupted in celebration. News outlets ran non-stop coverage. Politicians made grand speeches about a new age of cooperation. Scientists and engineers eagerly studied the alien technology, dreaming of the possibilities. The Velcherii were elegant, humanoid but distinct, taller, with smooth, metallic-like skin and large, expressive eyes. Their voices carried an almost musical quality, calm and measured. "We are explorers," they said. "We seek understanding and unity. Your species is fascinating." The way they spoke felt off, but few paid attention. Humanity had learned to be hopeful. A cultural exchange was proposed. 50 humans, scientists, artists, and diplomats, were invited aboard the Velcherii flagship. In return, the aliens sent observers to Earth, studying customs and technology. The first interviews with Velcherii delegates went viral. Their calm, almost amused demeanor made them seem wise, even enlightened. When asked why they chose Earth, one delegate smiled. "Humanity is unique," she said. "Your minds work in unexpected ways." It was meant as a compliment. At least, that's what people assumed. For weeks, everything went smoothly. The Velcherii demonstrated telepathic interfaces, gravity manipulation, and bioengineering marvels. Every nation scrambled to strengthen diplomatic ties, desperate to secure a piece of the future. And then, Dr. Elias Carter, a lead linguist on the exchange team, noticed something strange. Velcherii communication wasn't just verbal. Their true language was woven into tone, inflection, and subtle shifts in body temperature. A second conversation was always happening beneath the surface. One they didn't think humans could perceive. Carter was perceptive. And patient. He listened. He watched. And one night, using a modified scanner, he decoded a private discussion. His hands trembled as he read the transcript. "They mimic intelligence quite well. Primitive, but amusing. This species is truly delightful. They assume they are equals. Selection begins soon. We should begin testing for long-term viability." His blood ran cold. They weren't here for unity. They weren't here for peace. Humanity was just the latest exhibit. Dr. Elias Carter didn't hesitate. He leaked the transcripts. Within hours, they spread across every network, every screen. The world read the Velcherii's words in their own languages. They assume they are equals. The celebration ended overnight. Governments demanded answers. The Velcherii dismissed it as a cultural misunderstanding. "We meant no offense. Your species is extraordinary. We study what we admire." It wasn't enough. Trust shattered. The peaceful exchange turned cold. Diplomats stalled, scientists withdrew, and the world's militaries shifted from observation to strategy. Behind the scenes, humanity worked fast. Top engineers dismantled Velcherii technology, looking for weaknesses. Hackers dug into their systems, finding deeply encrypted files that were never meant to be seen. What they found confirmed humanity's worst fears. The Velcherii weren't explorers. They were curators. They had done this before. Dozens of species had been uplifted, studied, and then disappeared. Entire civilizations reduced to biopreserves on distant worlds, their most interesting members plucked from their homes, isolated, examined. Humanity was next. Worse, the Velcherii hadn't come alone. Their presence on Earth was only the first phase. Ships loomed just beyond the solar system, waiting for the signal. The moment humanity lost its vigilance, the moment fear turned to complacency, the collection would begin. The response was immediate. Every intelligence agency, every military branch, every government official with the clearance to know the truth came to the same conclusion. This wasn't just an insult. It was an existential threat. The question was no longer how to stop the Velcherii. The question was how to make them regret ever coming here. The first strike was silent. The Velcherii woke to find their systems compromised. Communications disrupted. Security grids malfunctioning. Entire databases wiped. They barely had time to react before Earth launched its second move. Velcherii anti-gravity transports failed mid-flight, slamming into the ground. Their pristine research labs were sealed shut, their own doors refusing to open. Surveillance drones turned against them, broadcasting their panicked discussions live to the world. On board the flagship, alarms blared. The crew's command access was revoked. The ship's AI, hijacked by human programmers, refused to obey. The Velcherii scrambled to contain the situation, but their advanced technology, once thought unbreakable, was now a liability. Humanity had torn through their security in less than 48 hours. Then came the real attack. Special Forces operatives, armed with reverse-engineered alien weaponry, infiltrated the Velcherii's strongest positions. They moved fast, precise, and without hesitation. Diplomats stalled with hollow negotiations, their words nothing more than cover for the largest coordinated technological heist in human history. Velcherii envoys demanded an explanation. "This is madness! We came in peace!" Humanity responded by stealing their ship. Not just a ship, their flagship. The crown jewel of their fleet. A vessel filled with priceless data, advanced weaponry, and navigational charts that mapped the Velcherii's entire empire. By the time the aliens understood what had happened, it was already too late. Humanity had turned the tables completely. The prey had become the predator. And the Velcherii, for the first time in their existence, knew fear. The Velcherii fleet arrived too late. Their flagship was gone, their technology compromised, their secrets exposed. Humanity had outmaneuvered them at every turn. Panic spread through their ranks. The species they had dismissed as primitive had hijacked their strongest asset, adapted to their systems in days, and used their own arrogance against them. They begged for talks, offered reparations, swore that it was all a misunderstanding. The reply came as a transmission, broadcast to every known civilization. To those who watched and said nothing. To those who knew and did nothing. To those who thought we were just another species to be catalogued and caged, watched carefully. You wanted specimens. We wanted respect. Now you will give us both. The galaxy listened. The Velcherii's empire, once untouchable, was suddenly vulnerable. Their ships were no longer the most advanced. Their systems were no longer secure. Their long-held dominance was shattered in an instant. They had made a fatal mistake. They had underestimated humans. Now, they weren't dealing with a new exhibit. They were dealing with a new power.